Hi book lovers, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another big book haul because I know you guys love watching these. I love filming them just because I get to talk about all of my new books, all of my new pretty books. I haven't really done a count of all the books that I got in December and like the first few weeks of January, but I'm sure I'll put the number in the title or the thumbnail. I'm also including books that I got for Christmas, books that I got from friends, and books that I gifted myself. So let's just get into it. This is my very first book haul of 2024. These are all the books that I got over the past month and a half. First up, like always, I do like to start with the new arcs that I got. I only got these couple ones. I'm pretty sure I haven't talked about them yet. Like I haven't hauled them yet. If I did, just pretend I didn't. The holidays and the 12 days of Bookmas just messed up my memory, but first off, I have Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. This one is coming out in mid-February. It's a friends to lovers romance. The hero is the heroine's friend's older brother, who she's also friends with, and it's also got the surprise pregnancy trope, except the baby is not the hero's, it's some other man's baby. So that's gonna be interesting and different than the usual surprise pregnancy romance. I definitely don't come across this kind of setup too often, but I have read Cara Bastone before and I have liked her, so I'm excited to read this one. I also got this arc of Damaged Goods by LJ Shen. This is the fourth book in the All Saints High series. I have read the series, so I'm curious to see how this fourth one goes, mostly because the series is up and down for me. I love some books, I hated some others, but it's also gonna be a controversial book, I'm sure, because of who the parents are of this couple, because this series is a spin-off, the second generation of the Sinners of Saints series, and one of them does end up dying. But the romance here is a friends to lovers romance, and the heroine, she used to be a goody two-shoes, but then she starts spiraling into Damaged Goods. And this is the latest arc that I got. It's Your Fault by Mercedes Ron. It's the second book in the whole My Fault trilogy. I have not read the first book, but I watched the movie. I watched My Fault on Prime, and it was actually pretty good. I liked it for what it was, which was a messy noodle romance. So I kind of just want to dive straight into the second book, even though I haven't read the first book, but at least I've watched the movie and it seems like the movie follows the storyline pretty closely. It's a forbidden stepbrother romance and it does have strong after vibes, but I can at least say that I enjoyed My Fault, the movie, a lot more than after. Oh, I forgot, I also have this arc. It's Lose You to Find Me by B. Celeste. It's the third book in the Lyndon Yu series. It's a sports college romance. It's also a second chance romance where the heroine rejects the hero's proposal, but she has some secretive reasons for doing so. And then for some newly published or soon to be released romances that I got from publishers, I did get quite a bunch here. So this first stack is all the Meghan Quinn books from Bloom. She did get picked up by them recently. They picked up her Kane Brothers series. They're all rom-coms. So the first book is a Not So Meet Cute. It's a fake engagement romance. The main characters, they literally bump into each other one day and they both just happen to need some fake fiancés, so they make up this whole scheme. Book 2 is So Not Meant to Be. It's enemies to lovers with some forced proximity because for work they have to fly out somewhere together and share the same penthouse. And then this third and last book, the only book that I've read in the series so far, it's a long time coming and it's a best friends to lovers romance. The main characters have been best friends since college, and now that the heroine is about to get married to another man, the hero finally realizes that he's in love with his best friend. Also, each book came with this cute little art print. This is the one for A Long Time Coming. It says Kiss Me, and this is for So Not Meant to Be. It says Hi Kazoo, and for a Not So Meet Cute it says Love Getting to Sneak in Some Affection During the Day, Fiance. And the series came with some adorable stickers. And then this one is on the plus side by Jenny L. Howe. On the back it says What Not to Wear and Queer Eye Meet All the Feels in this sparkling romantic comedy. It's got a plus-size heroine who stars in a new season of this reality TV show, and the hero, the romance here, is with one of the cameramen. And then I got 2 new Lucy score books, although technically they're not new and they are republished books, but they are kind of Christmas related, and they both have some glitter on them because they came with this glittery ornament. So the Christmas romance is The Christmas Fix. It sounds like it's enemies to lovers. The hero is a single dad and the town manager, and he's in charge of fixing up the town after a hurricane comes in. The heroine is a reality TV star and also a renovation expert, so she is the one to help everything get fixed up, but these two don't get along. And then the other Lucy scorebook is Mr. Fixer-Upper. Okay, so both books are actually part of the Welcome Home series. This one is another renovation reality TV romance. The main characters work together on this renovation show, and sparks are flying when they travel all around together. I also got this new historical romance from Kate Bateman. It's got a very cute title. It's Second Duke's the Charm. It's the first book in a new series. It's got a virgin duchess, an unconventional duke, and a passionate marriage of convenience. Oh, and the series follows 3 women who run an investigative agency. And then this one is a new book from Jessa Hastings called Never. It's got a very pretty cover, and I love the foiling on the title and the author name. This one is a sort of fantasy romance. It's a Peter Pan retelling, and there's a love triangle between Wendy, Peter Pan, and Captain Hook. And it came with this pretty card. It's got an illustration of Neverland. I actually love the sound of this one. I do really want to read it. I've heard a lot of things for Jessa Hastings. I know she has that one popular series, but I have literally 0 interest in it. But I do at least want to read Never. And this is a finished copy that I got of This Spells Love by Kate Robb. I've been meaning to read this one ever since I got the arc of it. Obviously, I did not get to it in time, but it's a paranormal romance, like a witchy romance. It's friends to lovers with a whole alternate universe thing going on. When the heroine gets dumped by her boyfriend, she accidentally casts the spell where she's taken to this alternate universe where she never dated that ex, and her best friend, who is the hero, has no idea who she is. And then I got Mr. Hockey by Leah Riley. It's a hockey romance, obviously. The hero is in the NHL, and the heroine is a bookworm, and he just happens to show up at her library. It very much sounds like the fantasy of someone who loves hockey and loves hockey players. And I got this new release, Love Me by Jessica Saunders. This one sounds really interesting because the heroine, she is married, but then some racy photos get leaked to the public, and they're photos of her with her high school boyfriend, who is also a famous actor. And then this is the latest book in the Dark Olympus series by Katie Robert. It's Midnight Ruin. I got sent the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, which I didn't know was a thing. It came with some spicy art. It's from Gemland Sea. I love their work. And like the rest of the series, the paperback does have a gorgeous step back. So this one is another MMF romance in the series. It's Eurydice, Chiron, and Orpheus's romance. And then this one is a new fantasy romance. It's The Last Dragon King by Leah Stone. It's a dragon shifter or dragon fantasy romance. I don't know. The blurb says there's dragon magic. So I don't know if they actually turn into dragons here, but there's a dragon king and he's just chosen the heroine to be his wife. And then this one is a novella from Scarlett St. Clair. I think it was originally just an ebook, but now we have paperbacks. It's Mountains Made of Glass. It's a fairy tale retelling. I don't know if there's any specific fairy tales here. It does sound like it's a mixture of different kinds of fairy tales. Like there's 7 brothers. The hero is supposedly a hideous beast, but he's actually very beautiful. And the heroine has 7 days to guess his name in order to be freed from her prison. I got this new edition of Lord of the Fading Lands by C.L. Wilson. I read this fantasy paranormal romance quite a while ago. I remember liking it. It's got fated mates, a powerful legendary immortal fae king. I really like the writing and the storytelling here, but yes, it is getting republished. We get a new cover and everything because the original cover was pretty bad. And then this one is Love at 350 Degrees by Lisa Pierce. It's a sapphic Grumpy Sunshine romance, and it's set on this baking reality show. I got 2 new Sophie Lark books from Bloom. These are the new published editions of Bloody Heart and Broken Vow. Bloody Heart is book 4 in the Brutal Birthright series, and Broken Vow is book 5. It's a mafia romance series. Bloody Heart has a kidnapping romance, and Broken Vow is a bodyguard romance. Also, both books have some stunning artwork inside of them. And here is a wintry women's fiction book from Josie Silver. It's called A Winter in New York. The heroine is a chef, and she comes across her family's secret gelato recipe from a shop that's about to close down. And then I got this giant stack from Berkeley, all of their newest releases. This is Last Call at the Local by Sarah Granda Ruiz. The heroine is a busker, and she ends up finding a job at the hero's bar. And then I got the new publisher edition of Barbarian's Touch by Ruby Dixon. It's another alien romance. It's book 6 in the Ice Planet Barbarian series. I'm pretty sure I read this one, or at least it was one of the latest ones in the series that I read before I stop reading the series. But this one is Lila and Rokin's book. Here is the Breakup Tour by Emily Wibberley and Austin Sigmund Broca. It's a second chance romance with a musician heroine who becomes famous overnight because of a hit single. Her ex-husband thinks the song is about him, but it's actually about her college boyfriend who she invites on her tour. These are 2 new editions of the Bergman Brothers series by Chloe Liese. Book 3 is Ever After Always, and book 4 is With You Forever. Ever After Always is a marriage in crisis romance, and then With You Forever is a marriage of convenience romance. Here is a new historical romance from Mimi Matthews. It's The Lily of Ludgate Hill. Here's another historical romance from Berkeley, The Ladies Rewrite the Rules by Suzanne Elaine. The heroine is a widow who finds herself on a directory of rich single women, and she confronts the man who published this directory. And then this one is a very pretty book. It's Valley Verified by Kyla Zhao. The heroine is a fashion writer who joins the cutthroat Silicon Valley tech world. And then these last 2 books are new republished editions of formerly indie books. This is the new edition of Hideaway by Penelope Douglas. It's book 2 in the Devil's Night series, which is one of my favorite series. It's Kai and Banks's book. And then this one is Cracked Kingdom by Erin Watt. It's book 5 in the Royal series. I think it's the last book. And from what I remember, I didn't actually like how the series ended with this final book. This one is Legacy of Temptation by Larissa Ione, who I loved to read back in the day. I loved her paranormal romances. And this one is a spin-off of her Demonica series. I didn't know she wrote a spin-off of it. Wait, this also sounds like it's a second generation series because the hero is the son of Death, like the horseman of the apocalypse, Death, and he becomes the heroine's very reluctant bodyguard. And these are some of the books that I got for Christmas from my bookish friends. This is from my friend Sarah, who got to visit me literally for a day all the way from Florida. I got these 2 Elsie Silver books with the people covers, which are so pretty, and I'm so sad that the new editions don't have this anymore. But this is Hopeless, which is the final book in the Chestnut Spring series, and I still need to read this one. I've only read up to book 3. And then this one is A Photo Finish, which is the next book that I need to read in the Gold Rush Ranch series. Both of these are like cowboy small town romances. And then my friend Carrie sent me The Worst Kept Secret by QB Tyler, which is one of her newest books that I still need to read. But I'm so excited because I love QB Tyler. I love her taboo romances, and this one is of course another taboo book with an age gap. The heroine falls for her best friend's dad. And then I was gifted one of my favorite reads of 2023. This is The Right Move by Liz Tomforde. This one's from B from Mama Needs to Read. It's a basketball romance. It's got the roommates trope. It's best friend's brother. It's so good. And then I was also gifted an edition of Hideaway by Penelope Douglas, one that I've been wanting to get because I'm slowly getting all of the white covers of the Devil's Night series. This is from one of my followers, Maria, who I've actually met a couple times at book signings. I got to talk to her and she is fantastic. And then this one is a book that I've been meaning to read for forever. It's Corrupted Idol by Dina Harper, and I want to read this one because the author is another pen name for Mia Knight, who I am obsessed with. This is from my friend Kimberly. This is a dark stepbrother romance. Sable Peak by Daphne Perry is from Christy from Christy Reads a Lot. It's the last book in the Eden series. It's another small town romantic suspense book, and it's got the unrequited love trope. And then this is from Jessica from Peace Love Books, The Good Girl by Nikki Sloane. This is part of the Nashville Neighborhood series, which I love so much, and this is the latest book, and for some reason I still haven't read it. It's a best friend's little sister romance. I'm pretty sure the hero here is actually the son, the ex from the first book from the doctor. So he finally gets his own romance. And then these are some books that I gifted myself. These are actually from the Barnes & Noble holiday sale. Like, it was 33% off hardcovers, plus you get a $20 credit. I got myself Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I've heard all the good things for this one, but I am mainly intrigued by the whole epistolary part of this book. It's fantasy, it is YA, but it's got enemies to lovers. And then I finally got these two Barnes & Noble Jennifer L. Armentrout editions. I've been eyeing them for a long time, like A Soul of Ash and Blood. This is part of the Blood and Ash series. I got the previous book, the previous exclusive from Barnes & Noble, so I got this one to match. And then I really wanted Fall of Ruin and Wrath because I love this book. It's one of my favorites from 2023. It's such a good fantasy romance. And also the red of this exclusive is so pretty. And then I also got this giant box from Bloomsbury. It says one more chapter on the box. Okay, so this is to celebrate a new publisher joining Bloomsbury. It's called Head of Zeus, which was formerly a British independent publisher, and they publish a bunch of different genres. And so here's what's inside this box. These are some cute tarot cards. This one is Introducing Head of Zeus, and it's the Ace of Swords. Here is Lovers, and it's for steamy coupling. These are some sticky tabs for annotations, a cute little Bloomsbury tote bag, now featuring Head of Zeus. And then there are 3 books inside. This is the book that was featured on the Lovers card, His Scandalous Lessons by Katrina Kendrick. It's a historical romance with London's most notorious rogue and a politician's daughter. And then this hardcover is No Life for a Lady by Hannah Dolby. It's got some very shiny foil on the title. And then, wow, this one is a limited edition proof. It's for The Scandalous Life of Ruby Devereaux by M.J. Robotham. On this limited edition proof, it says, "Life's too short to be ordinary." On the back, it says, "Cover to be revealed." It's a historical set in the 1900s about the scandalous life of Ruby Devereaux. And this one is coming out April 11th. And then this final book that I got from a publisher is The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. It's about a woman who risks everything to end her family's centuries-old curse, solve her mother's disappearance, and find love. And of course, you all know, I did get myself some special edition books. I got a bunch more that I can add to my special edition shelf. First up are these beautiful books from Belle Book Box. The latest box featured Corinne Michaels and Tillie Cole. These special editions are stunning. So the Corinne Michaels book is Help Me Remember. It's a amnesia romance, small town romance, and I did like this one. It's a naked hardcover with foiled stamping. It's like a two-tone foil here. There's a quote on the back, and of course some pretty sprayed edges. Here is the stunning Belle edition of A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tillie Cole. It's got this beautiful dust jacket with character art, some foiling on the title, and all the hearts around it. There's a quote on the back and these beautiful sprayed edges that actually match the naked hardcover. So here's what the hardcover itself looks like. It is so perfect. I love all the colors and all the pink purple foiling. Oh, and also these are the end papers. Absolutely beautiful. This book, if you haven't read it, is a total heartbreaker of a romance. And then this next special edition is from one of my all-time favorite authors. Like, there was no question I was gonna get this one. It's from Lukov with Love by Mariana Zapata. It does have the original cover, but there is some very pretty holographic foiling for the title. I'm also obsessed with the sprayed edges for this one, like all the light blue and the roses is so perfect. And then the end papers, oh my goodness. Jasmine, the heroine, is on the front end papers. And then on the back we have character art of Ivan, the hero. And then there's some more character art of them stamped on the naked hardcover. For the trope of the month box from Hello Lovely box, this is the latest month, Only for the Week by Natasha Bishop. It's a wedding romance between the maid of honor and the best man. And then I finally got this special edition from the Bookish box. It's for the Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. This is what the dust jacket looks like. It's actually the alternate side of the dust jacket, which I prefer because the front side of the dust jacket is not my favorite. And plus the other side matches the sprayed edges more. And here is the naked hardcover, which looks really cute. I love this book. It's one of my favorite fake dating romances. And then when Nalini Singh announced that she had a special edition of Angel's Blood, I knew I had to get it, but it was only available to ship not in the US. So I did have someone help me order it and ship it, and it's here. Look at this pretty hardcover. It's got all this red foiling, the quote on the back, and some red sprayed edges. Nalini Singh is an auto-buy author for me. I am obsessed with her books, and I'm just so happy to see some special editions for her. And then I also got some Anna Huang special editions. So this first one, I've been on the lookout for a while because I didn't manage to get it during the sale because I was too late. I was trying to input like a discount code, but it sold out before I was able to get it. Next time, don't even bother with the discount code. But it's this beautiful hardcover edition of King of Wrath, which is book 1 in the Kings of Sin series, and it's so good. It's this arranged marriage romance. It's one of my favorite books from Anna, and I was so glad I was able to find this. I was able to trade for it. So this is what the hardcover looks like. It's got such a gorgeous front and back, and also the sprayed edges. So beautiful. It's got a dragon, a Chinese dragon on it. And then, oh my gosh, these end papers, absolutely incredible. I also love the inside of it too. There's different artwork for Vivian and Dante's chapter headings. And also at the end of each chapter, there's an image at the bottom of the page. This is one of my favorite special editions ever. Oh, and it also came with some spicy art. Not too spicy, but we do get a butt crack. And then I did order the Fairy Loot special editions of the Twisted series from Anna Huang. You can see how these spines look all together. And then these are the sprayed edges. They're all different color with a different flower. Okay, so book 1, we have Twisted Love. This is Ava and Alex's romance. Book 2 is Twisted Games, which is Reese and Bridget's romance. Book 3, my favorite, is Josh and Jules. This is Twisted Hate. And then the 4th and final book is Twisted Lies, which is Stella and Christian's romance. They also do have some artwork, like foiling, on the naked hardcovers, and they have their corresponding flower on them. And these are the naked hardcover spines all together. And then the final books I have for this haul, the final special editions that I got, are some Bree ones. These are the rest of the Bonsai special editions from the Arcane Society. The first 2 came in a sub box, and these ones you could order as an add-on. Book 3 is Blood Bonds with North on the cover. Book 4 is Forced Bonds, and I'm pretty sure this is Gabe on the cover. I've read the series, but sometimes I do get mixed up. Book 5 is Tragic Bonds with Atlas on the cover, and then book 6, Unbroken Bonds, has Nox on the cover. These are the sprayed edges. They're all florals. This is how the spines for the entire special edition set looks all lined up. I don't know if you can tell too neatly what they look like, but they all spell the bonsai. And then we do have some more art on the other side of the dust jacket. So this one is for Blood Bonds, and the naked hardcovers are also so stunning with all the foil. This is for book 4 and the naked hardcover with all the gold foil. Here's the dust jacket for book 5 and the Tragic Bonds naked hardcover with the red foiling. And here's a look at the final book, the naked hardcover for Unbroken Bonds. And that's it for my very first book haul of 2024. Off to a great start here. As always, if you've read any of these books or you're planning to read them, let me know, and feel free to tell me which ones I need to pick up first. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!